Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 5 through 6 week update. I'm so excited to be sharing this with you guys, and I have a lot to tell you, but I do have to tell you in the beginning of this video that this video is not pre-recorded, so this is not me talking like as I am in my 6th week of pregnancy. I'm actually 9 weeks and 2 days at this point right now as you're watching this video. So it's not pre-recorded. I just forgot about it. Things got busy and I just didn't get to it. So basically the only time I can ever film a video is on the weekends because I work all week, and then by the time, you know, I'm done working, it's not bright out. So I don't have the natural lighting, and I really hate getting out my studio light. It is so frustrating, and I actually don't like the quality, I don't know, I mean it's good quality, but I just don't like it. So I'm going to be talking to you guys as if this was 5 through 6, but I am 9 weeks now. And there's probably gonna be a lot of distractions because my 3-year-old is crazy. So week 5, it started with more pregnancy symptoms. So like you guys know in my last video, I talked about how I knew like I was pregnant because I had like the sore breasts and the sore nipples, which were like extremely they were just insane, hurt so bad. So I still have this to this day, but this is when I started to get a little bit nauseous, a lot of bit more hungry. Just really not feeling the best. Like I felt more pregnant this week. So I was definitely getting a little bit nauseous, but it was more in the evening, I would say. I was never sick in the morning or afternoon. It was more of after 4 o'clock and till bedtime. So it came in waves, but it was never to the point where I was like, I'm so sick, I'm puking. It was just more of like, I feel car sick, or like I feel hungover in a way, if that's, if you understand that. So also on week 5 was the week that I did schedule my first ultrasound, and that is so exciting because you know that you're gonna be seeing your baby, and especially like, I'm gonna say this a lot, but especially after a loss, you know, you keep your guard up a lot more. I think you have more doubt than you did if you didn't have a loss, if that makes any sense. And I know that the miscarriage ratio drops a lot more after you see the baby and see the heartbeat. So, because I know that's like one of the big things that causes a miscarriage is the baby's heart not being able to start beating. So after you see the heart beating, it's usually a good sign that everything's healthy and good. And the last thing about week 5 was I had my first prenatal appointment, which was like not even entertaining, or like it wasn't like a big deal. I think this was the most boring one because you literally just go in and usually you will pee in a cup and they'll just make sure that you're pregnant. But since I had a lot of blood work done, they didn't need me to pee in a cup. They knew I was already pregnant. So they just asked me how I'd been feeling, and that was pretty much it. Week 6 started out pretty good, but it also started out pretty scary. I actually did wake up to a bleeding scare. Now there wasn't a lot of blood, but there was enough to see, and it freaked me out because if you don't know, when I lost my last baby, I woke up in a pool of blood, a lot of blood, like my period had started, and it just waking up to blood now is like freaky, so scary. And so immediately I ran into the bedroom and showed Tyler like there's blood, and he was all freaked out, of course, because like we're on the same page about this. It's freaky. We don't want to jeopardize anything, or we just were worried. So I ended up calling my doctors when they opened at 8, and they said that since the night before, I know this is a little TMI, but we did do the deed, and they say that in early pregnancy sometimes when you do it, you can spot a little bit. That happened and everything was okay. I didn't have any cramps, and it stopped. It didn't progress all day. It just kind of stopped and everything was all good. The nausea still continued in week 6. It wasn't bad, like I wasn't puking or anything, and it was just still like that. If I was hungry, I was nauseous. And in my last pregnancy with Brielle, I didn't get sick. I only got sick when I was hungry. So it's just kind of like her pregnancy, but I feel like this time it's a little worse, just because before in my pregnancy, we didn't have Brooklyn, which was like halftime anyways, then I could sleep and rest and not have to take care of anybody else. But in the evenings now, I always have a child to take care of, and I think that makes it a little bit more harder to deal with, because you're not feeling good and you have to take care of someone else and get supper and give them a bath and all that crazy stuff. I also started to get really crazy dreams this week, and I have been dreaming, well, I haven't been anymore, but it was 2 nights in a row consecutively that I dreamed that I went into the baby's room, and in the crib there was a little red-headed boy. And you're probably like, why does he have red hair? Well, my older brother has red hair. So red hair runs in our family somewhere, but it's just funny that I dreamed that I was having a little boy with red hair. I don't know if that's a coincidence or what, but we'll see, I guess. I mean, it's possible I could have a redheaded baby, but we are really hoping for a boy. But if we don't get a boy, then that is okay, because all we want is a healthy baby. Another thing that happened in week 6 was I had to call the doctors again, and I hate being that girl that calls the doctors, but I called the doctor again because I was worried about this symptom, because I never had it before. Well, I did, but not until later in my pregnancy. But I had really, really sore lower back pain this week, or that week. It was so bad to the point where I could barely even do my job. And you guys, or if you don't know, you do, I have an in-home daycare. So I'm constantly picking up kids and putting them down and bending down, picking up toys. I'm always using my body for my job. And my back was so bad at times where I couldn't even, honestly, I didn't even want to get out of bed. So I ended up calling my doctor, because I know that sometimes lower back pain can mean like a sign of a miscarriage or something crazy. And I just was freaking out again, because I want to just make sure everything is okay. I don't want to risk anything. So I called, and they said that usually that's just another sign of implantation. Obviously the baby is burrowing into a spot that's bothering my back. So that's just great. I'll have back pain this whole pregnancy. At the end of week 6, almost to week 7, I started to get really, really, really bloated. I noticed my stomach from when I first found out I was pregnant to almost 7 weeks, and my belly was bloated. I don't know if you guys follow me or not on Instagram, but I did post a photo of me at 4 weeks and then me at 7 weeks, and you can see in the picture the difference of my stomach. I know it's not a baby bump yet, but it's definitely like bloating and stretching. And they also say with your second, you show a lot sooner. So I'm just hoping that this baby pops here in another few weeks, and I'm just so excited. So before I end this video, I just wanted to show you guys something very special to me and Tyler. If you guys saw our announcement photo, which is up on our Instagrams and I think on our Facebook page, but I think it's on both. But we did show our announcement photos, and in the announcement photos, we have this onesie in our photo. And if you didn't see the photo, I will put it in right now. A little story behind this. I saw this on Etsy like 6 months before we had gotten pregnant. And I thought for sure that I would be pregnant soon. So I knew that I wanted to show Tyler this onesie when I found out I was pregnant. So it came in the mail, and I ended up not getting pregnant that month. I didn't get pregnant for another 6 months. So it sat in my closet for a pretty long time, like I said, 6 months, and he always wondered what that was up there, but I said it was always a Christmas present or a birthday present. And so this is really special, And when I was actually waiting to test for my pregnancy, I took this out of the bag that it was in just to look at it and just hope that I'd be using it this month. And I got chills up and down my body and my spine. Like, I just got chills all over, and I knew, I'm getting them right now again, but that was like another sign to me from God that, you know, I'm gonna be able to use this, and it all worked out that I did. So I was so excited to finally use this. And just a little background behind why this one. If you guys have seen my other video, I talked about how I went to see a medium over the summer, and she had actually saw 2 of them, and both of them had told me that it was a little girl that I had lost. So that is why I did the handpicked by my sister. I don't have a lot for the baby yet, but this is definitely by far one of the most special things that I have. And then the last thing before I go, our special friends that did our announcement photos for us got us these. They're I Drool green and black bib. And then this one is little Eagles fan. If you guys don't know, we are Eagles fans. No, we don't live in Philly, and we're not from Philly or anything. My husband is just obsessed with the Eagles, and of course, being his wife, I have to be obsessed with them too. And I actually am now. I love me some Carson Wentz, but these are awesome, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. And then I got these binkies for the baby. So if you're watching this, Becky and Josh, thank you so much. We love them, and we can't wait to have the baby wearing them and being an Eagles fan with us. So that is all for this week's update. I will be seeing you guys in another update for 7 through 8. I'm gonna try to keep up with those vlogs, and I really want to do them, but I don't know. I don't know. If you guys like the vlog that I posted before this video, then definitely let me know in the comments below, because I just want to make videos that you guys will enjoy, but I also just find it sometimes hard to bring the camera along, you know, all the time, because things happen sporadically and I don't always have the camera right there, so it is a little hard. But if you guys are really interested in seeing those little, you know, behind the scenes, then I'll definitely do them. And yeah, I gotta go. I gotta start making some dinner and get these dogs fed, and my kid is anxious for some mommy time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.